Hi, and welcome to the Art of Life podcast. I'm Kanika. I am your host. And in this podcast, we talk about our everyday life and making it better. Just simple strategies, simple mindsets to change our everyday life and really live a life of our dreams more and more every day with each and every episode. So, welcome. Today, we are going to talk about imposter syndrome. Yep, imposter syndrome, the one where we feel like we are not enough. So, I might feel like, hey, who am I to be airing a podcast? Or somebody else could feel, why are they a publisher? Why are they wanting to have any dream that they have? How can they be successful at that? It could pop up anytime you have desire for a new dream. So let's say you want to learn to sketch, to pole dance. Maybe you could feel like, who the bleep am I? Or maybe even if it is something that you do well, so let's say you know how to bake really well, it could pop in even then. Like, who am I to think of baking this wedding cake? Who am I to open this shop? Who am I to write a book? Who am I to be able to sell so many books, so many products, and so on? I don't know. So, as I was looking at this, I started looking at celebrities who've had imposter syndrome as well. Now, there were many I came across, and it seems that it doesn't even matter how successful someone is. You've probably heard of Maya Angelou. So, Maya Angelou is a really famous writer around the civil movements in America. And she's done probably 7 autobiographies, at least when I looked at this. She's got a series of TV shows, movies, all credited to her. She's written so many book essays. And in her own biography, she talks about how she feels like an imposter. Like they're going to find out I'm not a writer. And that's after she's written so many poems and so many books. Okay, another example, Meryl Streep. She's the queen of Hollywood, as we all know. Like, I love her movies, and there's so many movies I'll just watch because it's Meryl Streep in there. So she says as well, one day they're going to find out that I'm not good at acting. Sounds crazy, right? But yet, she has that. And to speak about scientists, there's Albert Einstein. So he's discovered relativity. He even discovered atoms. Like he fundamentally changed science. And yet there are times when he's felt as well that maybe it's all just a gimmick and people will find out. Maybe it's comforting in a sense that imposter syndrome, no matter who we are, how successful we are, we all tend to feel that. It's probably not the first time you want to run. It's probably not even the 100th time you want to climb a mountain. It's probably still going to pop up. There's so many stage speakers, so many celebrities who say, oh, just before we go on stage, we feel like we will totally tank it. So it's that ugly, nasty voice that comes in and that says, you can't do it, or you're faking it. This is not true. Your dream is going to come crashing right away. Now, that can be a very, very deep inner voice. Our own inner voice telling us, how good am I? How capable, how powerful am I? Sometimes, of course, it's taken from people around us, and we tend to look at it from their label. So maybe a teacher, maybe a parent, maybe some well-meaning person, or sometimes some ill-meaning person as well throws a thought in there like you are not capable enough. But the voice wouldn't be as strong if we didn't let it in. And it seems all of us struggle in some sense, from imposter syndrome. Am I a good employee? Oh, they're going to find out. Maybe I'm not worth this pay rise. A lot of times with this, we will even talk ourselves out of opportunities that are just going to present themselves just because of the self belief, just because of this fear. Now, talking about fear, some wise person wrote that fear is just false evidence appearing real. I'll repeat. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. So when I have this inner critic in me which says, I can't do this, or who am I to think about anything, right? It's just a false evidence. Let's look at what you can do to tackle the imposter syndrome. So, first of all, that inner voice to some extent is always going to be there. And it's okay. The more we don't feed it, the better it is. Like, just let it be there, just listen to it, and let it be. It's like dealing with toddlers. Sometimes they are having a tantrum, and the more you feed into it, the more you argue, the more you give logic to them, the higher that voice becomes. And you sort of tune them out and you just go, okay, this is what we're doing anyway, or you just ignore them. A lot of times, toddlers seem to then understand that this is the new rule, this is what's happening anyway, and then they settle down. Your inner voice or your imposter syndrome sometimes is absolutely the same way. When it comes in and says, hey, you can't do this, of course, listen to it, but just do it anyway. And take small bite sizes, if you will. So let's say if you wanted to start a baking business, you could first start with the smallest of steps, just trying your recipe, just sharing it with some friends, just doing a small order, but just starting to build your success like that. So doing the small little bits, and with that, giving yourself the little success bite. So where imposter syndrome becomes strong is that self-doubt, that nagging feeling that I am not good enough. So why not try the antidote? Why not go with the success bit and go, okay, well, I wanted to open a baking business. I tested my idea and my friends really like it. And write the small bits in there. Write the small bits around your friends, maybe other people who've had a look. But just create that success journal for yourself. Whatever it is that you're trying to tackle, just doing it anyway. Small bits, small bits, small bits. Whatever little bits that still make you feel comfortable, but taking that little small step. Let's say you wanted to learn to sing. Let's say your dream is to sing on the stage. And maybe that's not what you do the first day, but what you do is you start practicing a song and you learn that. You notice your voice with that. The second one could be sharing with your friends or sending it out and just getting some feedback. And another one could be around approaching other teachers and getting some coaching there, but just seeing how that cycle happens and how your own self-esteem improves with that. The more and more you step into you, the more and more you step into your idea, it's like the whole universe will just come together to make your idea a really grand reality. You know, when I was just talking about fear and I said fear is just false evidence appearing real, it's literally that you wouldn't have any idea in your head. There's nothing you would want to do if the whole universe did not want you to do it. There's a much bigger purpose to why you were born. A much bigger purpose than just living your life every day, just having the days go by. Whatever music you've got in you, as Dr. Wayne Dyer said, Don't die with that music in you. So, whatever that passion is, whatever that little thing is, whatever that big thing is, do that. And that wouldn't happen. That voice wouldn't be there. That desire wouldn't be there if the whole passage for you did not exist. It's just that you will walk a little bit, you'll see the next step in the staircase, then you'll do a little bit more, you'll see the next step in the staircase. It's your dream. Your staircase is there just by virtue of you thinking about it. Your staircase is there. You just have to take a little step, one by one by one. The other thing you could start doing when the imposter syndrome creeps up is you would start telling yourself, yet. So let's say you go like, well, I'm not successful enough. Or who am I to write a book? Who am I to publish a book? So you could just go, well, I don't know this yet. That simply means that today you don't know it, but you are on the path. You will figure it out. Because again, you wouldn't have had the idea if the other possibility wouldn't be there. The next steps will show up. You just need to walk that first step. The thought I'd want to leave you with is that when imposter syndrome kicks up, you could probably let it be, but just do it anyway. You know the whole Nike slogan, like just do it, just that. Maybe don't take the whole big steps. Take the smaller steps. Take the little baby steps that make you feel comfortable. If you want to leave your job, there's something else that's really pursuing your calling. Just take the little steps. You don't have to leave your job right away. Just start doing whatever really inspires you and do that little step anyway. Your nagging voice, your imposter syndrome, is always going to be there. As a soul, you are really powerful. You are capable. Whatever you dream of, you're able to do. And your job on earth, in this body, is to be able to surpass all your fears and to be able to get everything that you want. So, the nagging voice, when it comes up and it says, hey, you can't do this, or who are you to think about this great idea? You just have to tell yourself it's false. The more and more you do it, and the more and more you even test it, you'll realize that it is just false. You know, the day you write your book, that day, that critical voice which said, hey, you can't write a book, that day that voice gets silenced. And it was nothing but just a facade. But it was just like that gloomy, dark, ghostly voice that was trying to keep you away from your own potential. If you started looking at your life in terms of an adventure and you started thinking of the imposter syndrome as just these creepy, scary voices trying to keep you away from the castle, from the life of your dreams, then it just becomes a little different perspective. Do it anyway. Listen to the voices, listen to what it's saying, but just follow your dream anyway. Because that's exactly where you need to go. You have everything that you need to be powerful, to be able to step into your own light and shine and spread it everywhere in the world. Your inner critical voice, the fearful voice, it's all really false. It's just a facade. It's just trying to keep you from your true light. Don't let that happen. Okay, so I hope you really found this helpful. To get back to me, write some reviews, leave some comments, and if you can, please share the podcast with your friends. It really helps. I am also launching a beautiful program called the Life Makeover Program. It's an art therapy meditation based program with 5 powerful modules. We learn in this course to be really empowered in our lives. We talk around dealing with our everyday lives So, our work life balance to manifesting, to just connecting more deeply with ourselves, harnessing our intuition, healing past traumas, to creating a really, really magical life. So, if you're interested, check that out at artoflifecenter.com/art. I will see you next time with another episode of the Art of Life podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a lovely day.